Adventure Cats. Good morning. No, that's fine. It's fine. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today we are making baked potatoes. Stuffed baked potatoes. All right. So what we have here is we have heavy coconut cream. It's just chilling. We have one medium onion, or roughly the equivalent thereof in dehydrated onions that we've rehydrated. We have some. Good morning. Good morning. We have some beautiful and wonderful goat cheese, just straight up the normal kind, you know, like the kind that's kind of like cream cheese, but isn't. And then we have half a cup of, so we have 1/4 of a cup of port and 1/4 of a cup of rose water. And what we are simulating is a light Zinfandel. So if you wanted to use Zinfandel instead, you totally can. Or, like I said, get the flavor, right? That's what you're going for. Rose water and port. All right, then we have 4 tablespoons of oil. Then we have some chives all nice and chopped up. The quantity is up to you. You do you. I went for like about 1/4 of a cup. And then we have 2 teaspoons of salt. And we may adjust this as we go. We're going to be salting this to taste. I'm feeling like 2 teaspoons is going to be the maximum. I could be wrong. Then we have 2 tablespoons of margarine. Then we have 8 ounces of mushrooms. Over here, we have 3 ounces of frozen spinach. And then hiding in the deep freeze, we've got some Gouda that we're going to be using. So goat Gouda again. As you will.
Getting no sound across platforms.
Okay, let me see if we are not. It seems to be a problem first. It's not going to be a problem. Okay, let me put up the sign, guys. I will be right back. I'm going to double check and see if we're doing minor bit of tech support, and then we'll continue with this. I got you. Because, yeah, we should have sound. There should be sound. Okay. We fixed it. It has been fixed. Fixing the fix it. Okay. Tech support has been achieved. Alrighty. So, where was I? Right. Okay. 8 ounces of mushrooms. Then we've got the 3 ounces of spinach. We have the innards of 4 potatoes. We have 4 potatoes that we have pre-baked these in the microwave. This we are about to oil and put in the oven as its first actual baking while we make all our other stuff. So dun dun dun. All right, let's do it. So step 1. Step into one today. Well, so this beautiful guy right here, and a little bit of our oil. Okay. And we are going to. You're welcome. Yay! This is good. I am glad. Okay. So we're just gonna give this a beautiful, beautiful coating all the way around. And then. Meow. So this is number 1. And the reason why we are putting oil on the outside of the potatoes, it's gonna help it crisp a little bit. It is the goal. Go into the bottoms first this time so that I can just do the tops and insides easy peasy lemon squeezy. And coin. meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. And koi. Wow. Extra meow on the side. As you will, as you will, as you will, as you will. As you will, as you will, as you will, as you will, as you will. Oh, wait. Almost there. You're like you're making a mess on the counter. I know, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about the mess, because we got a cloth to wipe it up. And also, this is going directly into the oil. So, it doesn't want to matter at this moment that we're getting a little bit. It is fine. Everything will be okay. And koi. Alright, and now we are done oiling our potatoes. Speaking of thoughts, it's time we got one, huh? There we be. There we be it. Okay, now for our first baking, we are just gonna pop this in here right now. And remember, put a pan underneath. Because this way your perfect oven will stay perfect. Alrighty, ready? Like I said, we are just going to let that do what it do in the background while we prep everything else. And then, once it is done, well, once we're done this part, we'll be taking it out, stuffing them, and then putting them back in. And koi. Now we are combining a recipe I found with me own. Because I was like, ooh, I like that. But I don't like that part, but I do like this part. So we're doing a mix-up. Theirs was just take all these ingredients, put them on top of potatoes after like slicing a hole in them. And that seemed kind of lazy. Whereas what we're going to do is make it a little nicer, a little happier. You know, a little more happy. Okay, so for right now, mushrooms out of the way, we are going to take our cheese and a spoon. Alright. All of this is what is going inside the mashed potatoes, yeah? Yeah. This goes in. You're like, the mashed potatoes, yeah, the filling. You're trying to tell me the filling isn't mashed potatoes, because it totally is. Acorn. I prep this also for the filling, as you do. And that is because if you're using butter or margarine, this will be a little more flavorful on the inside, whereas, like, the flavor for our mushrooms is going to be coming from our sauces. As you do. And koi, okay, and then we're going to put half in here, and then we're going to use half with the other one. And koi. And then you guessed it, heavy cream. Here we come. As you will. And this is an eyeball thing. As in, do it till it looks right to you, and then you're good. If it doesn't look right to you, need more work. And then we are also going to take chili flakes and add to it. Chili flakes. We are using these in the place of black pepper. This doesn't have FYI. Actually, let me do it like this. As you will. There. There we go. And now we're gonna mix. And then, once it is happily mixed together, I will add more cream as needed. And if we don't need any more cream, then hey. And koi. And then after we have all this part mixed together, that's when we start adding the salt. Salt is next. Not yet. Soon to come. And koi. And for those of you who are like, what about sour cream? I like to use yogurt, and you can put your sour cream and or yogurt on this at the end after it's done. After, not before, after. Extra, okay. All right, now let's give it a tasting. And see how much salt it needs. And we'll start with a teaspoon. Or actually, well, like 1/3. 1/3 of our total contents. So not quite a teaspoon, but not quite, Not quite half a teaspoon. Actually, half a teaspoon is probably about right. I feel like that's a fourth. Shush! Okay, so start with half a teaspoon and go from there. Because it is really easy to undersalt something. It is very hard to take salt out once you have too much. You're gonna be like, ah, okay. Because you can always add salt at the end, right? And quiet, and quiet, and quiet, and quiet, and quiet. Quiet. Okay. Give it a taste. See if I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I am very satisfied. I like you look satisfied. You should. It's delicious. Oh, you know what? I forgot to bring down plates. Forgot plates. It's okay. It's okay. We can get plates later. Not a big deal. We will have a moment in here where it is in the oven doing oven things. And corn. And corn. And corn. And corn. And corn. It is beautiful. It does not need more cream. This goes to go over here. Our salt goes over here. Our mushrooms come over here. Like they do. They do. They really, really do. And then, no. Oh, I hear plates coming my way. I'll move things out of the way so we can have plates. Yay! There we go. Thank you, madam.
There you go.
Alright. Alrighty. And then we are going to cut up the mushrooms with the knife I also didn't bring or ask for. Oh, I'm gonna pull you up for a knife! I know, Rebecca's Alright, I have a knife. Here we go. Alrighty. And next. Continue with my making on this. This is fine. It doesn't need to be. Okay. We are going to chop up our mushrooms. And once our mushrooms are all nice and chopped. Oh, and once again, the oven is set to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're like, what temperature is that? 400 degrees! It is 400 degrees. Excellent. Okay, so that is our first baking. And we're just going to leave it in there like so. And extra okay on the side. Also, okay. As you will. I got to sharpen the knives again. And it should not make the big pinky sound. It should just slide through like butter. And call me. As you will. You're like, oh. Alrighty. Yeah, so the part that we took from the other recipe, because that part was our recipe. Now, for the combination that we are adding in from the part I liked from Jenna Fussin's recipe is the optional topping. Because as you know, what we have just made there is an awesome stuffing for a baked potato. And if you wanted to stop there and be like, I'm good, this is delicious, I'm just going to eat it. You totally could. You just stuff your potatoes, fill it up, and let it be what it do. Or you can continue and we can make our topping rich in, well, yeah, it's already rich in protein. Oh, we put some cheese in there. Are rich in iron. There we go, because the spinach is definitely going to make you rich in iron. And going. Okay, we're almost ready. Yay! I enjoy the fresh mushrooms while we have them. As soon as I'm done prepping them and putting them away, these will all be frozen and pre-sliced. Because that is so much easier, guys. You buy a bunch, you freeze them, and then you have them. Or until you run out. which, takes quite some time if you get a big box like I showed you yesterday. And koi. Alrighty. Our mushrooms are prepared. Helpful. And koi. So step one, do you believe is adding the oil for this part? Yes. And koi. Okay. And koi. So we're gonna take some of our oil. There we go. Put this in here because we're gonna want to use that as we go. And koi. You're like, this is our oil protection plan. Don't worry about it. Okay. And and we're gonna do medium heat. Medium. Going to medium. And then, well, that's doing what it do. We're gonna take our potatoes out of the ovens and let them cool on the top so that when it comes time to do them for the second round, they have cooled enough to touch. That is always nice. Alright. Also, I love them. They need googly eyes. They really, really do. And boy, okay. As you woo. Oh, more medium high. I'm sorry, I misread that. Medium high. I take back my medium. And okay. And koi. And koi. Bubble, add mushrooms and cook. Soften. I'm glad we're modifying this. They're missing steps. I'm like, because they're like, it's sherry. I'm not going to tell you when to add it. It's okay. We know when to add sherry. That is all good. Oh, there it is. Add one. Okay. Okay. Waiting for it to be hot. It is hot. We are going to. Oh my god. We're going to be right back. I'm going to take this back upstairs. And I'm going to get this thing at least through. Alright. It's 4 a.m. Do you know where your spoon is? I did not. Alrighty. Okay, the oil smells like it is starting to do the do. And go our mushrooms. Mushrooms! Yeah, we're just gonna do the rest of the oil. Okay, I wasn't sure. Alright. Alright, now we're going to do this till they soften. This is going to take about 7 minutes, and we're going to add a little bit of salt right now. And that is because the recipe that we pulled this from calls for butter, and butter, it doesn't call for unsalted butter, it calls for butter, which means there's going to be a little bit of salt natively in the oil. The reason why I do not use butter or margarine for this kind of stuff is because it burns really easy. And nobody likes that. Whereas sunflower oil, which we are currently using, does not. So there we go. We've added a little bit of salt to the mushrooms to simulate how much would have been there in the butter. And koi. 7, so 14 past. So we're looking for soft mushrooms. And koi. And corn. I don't think we're gonna need that much. Okay, going down to like closer to medium, cause yeah. Start to brown and soften. All right, in goes the rest of our onion. As we do, as we do, as we do. Done like the dinner, or at least like breakfast. Ha ha ha! Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, then we give it 1 minute here. So 58 at 59, we start adding in our carrot. So remember, I'm using sherry and rose water. You can use the Zinfandel. Zinfandel would be good, or a white wine if you prefer it a little more dry. And it says, it's time. Do the do. Alright, and now we are going to cook this until it boils off. And I'm probably going to add a little bit of dextrose, because as you all know, I like things a little bit sweet. You're like, we have noticed. We are aware, girls. We are well aware of your sweet tooth. There we go. And there. There we go. Makes a difference, guys. It really does. And okay, and while that is boiling off, we are going to get these guys over here. It should be cool enough for us to start stuffing and start the stuffing process. Yay! And boy, and where? Like I said, I'm like, we will work this out. It's gonna happen. And boy, okay, we're gonna bring this down to medium. All the way down, and then we're gonna let that cook until the wine boils off. And then after that, wait a minute. Where is my add the damn spinach? I know it's in here somewhere. Remaining pan, put it to evaporated, add the potatoes. Okay, so spinach is gonna be like last. Very last thing we do. And boy. As you and we okay, second last. Second last, we still got the cheese. And boy. Actually, we might skip the cheese because it's already chock full of cheese. We'll see. Yeah, we're skipping the cheese. Screw the cheese. It's already got lots. Alright. Number 1 is done. On to number 2. And it looks like we're going to be able to stuff these pretty high. It's fantastic, which means this one may get a little more stuffing. Okay. Get in there. There we go. And one. And one. So good. like notice that you keep eating it. That is fair. I do. Okay. No. Get in there. And one. Beautiful. Look at that. And one. And yeah, this one does get a little bit more. And then, guess what? Mm-hmm. You're like, uh-huh. And then first this has excuses. Might be a little bit too much. You think? Yeah, just a smidgen bit. There. Oishi, baby. Oishi. Okay. Okay. Alright. So these we have for later. Like we have more stuff than we have mushrooms. Yes, we do. Nope. Question about that. I'm going. So once again, now we're giving those 20 minutes. And I'm going to make sure that is not doing anything. It's not supposed to be doing anything. But yeah, and then we're done. And then we is done. Extra done on the side. Also done. Damn. Kinda want to eat the filling while we wait, but we'll save it. Save the filling for later. Oh, if you come get the filling, I won't eat it. But if we leave it down here, I might. Mushrooms are kind of a magical food that is good pretty much whenever you want to have them. And it is, we need a tasting spoon, and then it's time for us to add in the spinach, I think. They're kind of a staple with a vegetarian diet. So as you go, our spinach. Spinachy goodness. And then I'm going to debate about the cheese. See if we get to the end of this, if I want to add the cheese to it or not. As you do it. Oh. So how are you doing, Dita? Or Dita? Dita. You're having an absolutely wonderful morning, I hope, or evening, or whatever part of the day we're at. And and then we wait patiently, ever so patiently. You like mushrooms? Oh, got ya. You see, but when you're doing the vegetarian diet, you're having mushrooms instead of meat. Although I do like them with eggs. But eggs are kind of a universal solid. Eggs are good with like everything. And bacon. Oh. Okay, I like turkey bacon. I am not keen on pork bacon, and it's just like the fattiness of it. Like you get the big fat granules in there. I don't like them. But yeah, no. I like turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is good. I am hoping to find a vegetarian version of bacon that I am not allergic to, and is delicious. Yeah, I hear you. No, you can do what I do. Like I'm what I call a practicalian, which means if I'm not allergic to it, I'm going to eat it. But most of the food I cook is vegetarian because my mother is vegetarian and I'm cooking for the household. Yeah, and so it is important to cook to the tastes of the people that are going to be eating your food. But yeah, okay. So there's a mushroom I really want to try. It's called lion's mane mushroom, and apparently. Like I said, every video I've seen of someone cooking it is like they look like their mouth is having an orgasm while they're eating it. Like they look like their taste buds have like straight up stood up and been like, ah! hallelujah. And I want it so bad, but I can't get any. And it is so hard. Every time I try to order some, they're out of stock. And so, but it's like this. It's this big floof, and you get like a cooking weight, and you press it while you're cooking it into like it. It just looks so. Carrot bacon recipe? Really? Cool. Well, okay. Well, think about it this way. Like, okay, some people go vegetarian because for health reasons. Some people do it because of the animal situation, and some people just like the way it tastes. And no judgment in any direction, no matter what you eat, unless it's people. in which case, why aren't you sharing with the rest of us? Hmm? No, I'm kidding. Okay, that's definitely not salt. Maybe a little too much on that side. Yeah, I don't want to add cheese to it, but I think we're going to use this lightly as a garnish, the same way you'd use bacon bits as a garnish. So I'm going to cook this down until we get most of the moisture out of it while we're waiting, and then we're going to sprinkle it. Okay. Oh, fair. That's fair. I've got a ton of recipes. Give me a second. I will link you to the Culinary and Wonder that is the YouTube channel. And I have tons of stuff. The stuff I like the best is in the best of. Everything I make is also gluten-free for the most part. This is an FYI. But give me a sec. I'll link you to the channel. Alright, there you go. There you be. Okay. Oh, you can have as many as you like. No stealing required. But yeah, there you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. And like I said, I have them labeled and everything. Like I don't cook with tomatoes. For the most part, there's no meat recipes out there. So if you're looking for stuff that's delicious, like the fail folder is things that I thought were horrible. Just as an FYI, and if you want to watch me like react to the nasty, just go to the end of those videos and like watch me try and be like. But yeah. and oh. Okay, yesterday's ramen, by the way, really good. Like, oh my, it's so easy to make. It's so delicious. Alrighty, we've almost gotten rid of all the moisture in there. Good. Because like I said, we're going to use this as a light garnish. Our potatoes are looking happy. And we're almost at baked potato. Okay, now, at this point, I'm going to switch from baking to a broil. And the reason for that is because I want it to brown on the top. So we're just going to make an adjustment here. There we go, broiling. And then it's so easy. It's so easy and so good. Oh, like my only regret for that one is I only made 2.5 portions, and I really wanted more. Like I had a portion and a half. Mom had I had a portion and a quarter. Mom had a portion and a quarter. And then there was none left, and I was sad. I was all like, should I make more? Anyway, I'm probably gonna make more of that one on the weekend. Just because it was. I gave it a go on a lark because I was just gonna make ramen with eggs in it. I was like, I'll make soup, and then I found out I didn't have any pictures of ramen. I was like, what do you mean? I've made ramen tons of time. Where are my pictures of ramen? So I was looking for stock photos of ramen. There we go. And I was all like, oh, well that recipe looks intriguing actually. We're gonna give that a go. And it's really good. Okay. So here we go. It is all ready to be scooped and do scoopy things. So this, like I said, we're gonna spoon this on as a garnish. the same way that we would treat bacon bits in the lake, because it is a little bit too salty to be anything else. Like I said, it's got potential, but there we go. And quite. And now we wait patiently for this part. And then, while we're waiting, we're gonna do some cleanup. Let's see what we do. To the kitchen! Going back here, a sink. And some frizzes. Alright, there we go. And the reason why we need that cleared off is because when we get to the end of this, I'm going to teach you how to make beautiful pictures of your food while we take the screenshot for this meal. And see what we'll do. I guess technically the thumbnail. Thumbnail for this meal, but you know what I mean. But yeah, oh, it is good. It is good with extra good on the side, and now we just wait patiently or impatiently. You can wait either way you like. And it's just. We got 10 more minutes left. 10 more minutes. Let's see. But yeah, no, it's really easy to make food that's delicious, quick, and delicious. Did I mention delicious? Because I haven't mentioned delicious. It's delicious. And also vegetarian and or vegan. So if you're trying to like balance your diet a little bit more by adding more of that and less of the other, it's easy peasy. Easy piece of lemon squeezy. Now I do have some advice for you. If you're going to be converting, you're going to want stuff like this. These here is about the size of the box of mushrooms that I get when we're ordering mushrooms, because it's cheaper to buy this box and chop it up and freeze it than it is to buy those little itty bitty packages. And I just have this in cold storage down here right now because I have to talk about. Alright. Yeah, no, and you can do that. You can go to like any restaurant supply store and they'll have big boxes. Like if you're in Canada, Royal Canadian Wholesaler sells those for like, that's $29 worth of mushrooms there. Well, minus the ones I made yesterday and today. So minus about, 16 ounces. Really? Okay, okay, so the restaurants near you don't buy in that small of a quantity. They don't. So either they have a warehouse that they're getting shipped from, or there is a store somewhere that you can order from. Now, if they're getting shipped directly to them, you can, with whatever your favorite restaurant is, talk to the owners, make a deal. Make a deal and be like, hey, I know you get this in big lots. Could you order an extra case for me? I would pay you a little bit more so that you're still making a profit. Totally. I used to get my vegetarian chicken that way. The restaurant, unfortunately, they retired. But I spent like 20 years getting my vegetarian chicken. When they would order, they'd order an extra case for me. I'd come and I'd fill half of my freezer with, because the box was big. It literally filled. I just put it at the bottom of my deep freeze. They were like, yeah. No, it's just another thing they can sell, right? And you can buy soaps and stuff like that the same way. If you don't have access to it directly, you can, same restaurant, right? And be like, hey, because they're not buying soap by the bottle. No, they are not. It will be all over the news. I can see it. Person makes good life choices. Asked to buy in bulk. Shame! But yeah, no, definitely. Whenever you can get in bulk for cheaper, do it. Do it. We do that with our soaps, everything. Luckily, like I said, I have access to the restaurant supply stores. As you do. And if it doesn't work out, you can always register as a business and then get one of those catalogs for the places that supply businesses like restaurants, and then order for yourself. That is a way around it. There's also buyer groups and stuff like that, because some of them have minimum order requirements, and you can join a buyer group, and then the group as a whole orders from the big supplier, and then divvies up the spoils. That is also another way to get stuff that you need. for reasonable prices, in quantities that are useful, as opposed to not. Okay, it's starting to smell. It's starting to smell like it's cooked. Dun dun dun! Alrighty. You're welcome. Awesome! I look forward to it, and it's gonna be fun. We're just gonna have a good time. It's cute. I'm hoping, I'm going for nature ones right now. So I'm nature versus nurture. I'm hoping to get, some perfect alluvials, because the thing, I want it to be completely full. I need one perfect alluvial so I can start building a team around it. Like right now, I just going nature because they're all right. Yeah. But I need one that's perfect. Once we have a perfect one, we can go from there. Meow. Potato. It's almost there. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, and we have baked potato. It's gonna be awesome. And then we got some pretty plates. And then we are going to take a beautiful photo. Well, first, you don't know. You're like, yeah. Photos will be taken. We know. We got to take them. They're very important. And go. Alright. Ooh, actually, while we're waiting, I'll take this upstairs. I'll make this a little bit easier on Mom. I'll be right back. Here we go. Alrighty. We have returned. We are so close. So close. As you view. Patiently, they're coming to me. And going. You're like, yes, pacing. The pacing. Outside of pacing. Awesome, yeah. This morning with a leg cramp, where you go to stretch and you're like, yeah, and then your part of your body is like, no, you didn't. And you're like, but I did. It's like, nah. And then, and I'm excited. Okay, so I've been working on getting us set up with embeds so that you can actually see the alluvium price and the big time price and stuff like that when we're playing those games. Yeah, so you can be like, oh, what is the token worth? You'd be like, oh, it's right there. And I figured out how to embed it, and now I have to. You're like, yeah, you remember how you've been putting off building a website? I have. I've been putting it off. I actually need to build it so that I can embed the chart in so that we can pull the chart from the embedding. Because yeah. But then once we has that, I'll be able to have a little box and we'll be up and you'll be able to see it. Be like, as you will. And going. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then it goes, and then it becomes the machine that goes ping. All right. That's the way. Like it. And going. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. And going. Zulu. Zulu. Alright, so close. The machine is about to go ping! Machine will go ping. And then we will have the machine go ping. Alright. Alrighty. I can't decide if I want to have like a picture of like a couple of potatoes together or just like one. I feel like a couple might be more. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. We'll put some on the plate. We'll arrange them, and then we'll make a decision from there. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Meow. Alright, well, all this so close to having breakfast. And then we are almost there. Zulu. So close. Oh, Cecilia needs to be wiped. Go away. And go away. There we go. There we be. The machine is going ping! And go away. It is time for us to pull out the baked potatoes. Here we be. And all nice and golden brown on the top. Look at that, huh? Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. And go. Alright. What I am going to do is I'm going to put 2 on a plate and I take pictures of this one and this one. And the other 2 we're going to deliver upstairs. I got this. We have a spoon. Spoon. And coin. Seeking spoon. There we are. And then we're going to garnish them. And coin. And this set we're going to take upstairs. And then bring this over. And then. You're like, you just mix it pretty away. I did. I think I mixed it on the side. And go. As you. It's okay. It's gonna taste good. I'll be right back. Okay, on to our second plating. Yay. Okay, so what do you think? Flying monkeys or the fish from the sea? I'm feeling fishy. Sea monsters it is, guys. I seriously love this. If you guys are wondering, what is this? It's calamity-ware. I love it. It is. There are calamities. And then. Coin. Alright, now we need to decide how we're gonna have how we are going to view this puppy. Like so. Yes. And then. Alright, this puppy goes up here. And when I needs it, so it goes. And coin. And then, because I don't want it to be on top, we are going to go like so. And we're going to create like a pretty little bed. I see you. In the middle there. Yeah, like so. I see you. Frick. It's okay. If you're making a food thing and you come into that moment there, you're like, no, it's okay. That's why we have gloss and the ability to fix things like this. Coin. And coin. Okay. So, on fixing the parts that we don't like. Okay, step one, step it one. And then on to step two, getting rid of that. Off she bees, off she bees. Encore. You're like, how's that working out? Great! Thank you for asking. Encore. I'll say okay. There we go. Sorry, it's organic. It goes with organic stuff. As opposed to just, being our little bits and bobs. Coin. That's cool enough to move. Exit it. Next step. Clean and offset area. Okay, I can get behind that. Excellent. Also, if you are in a situation where you are choosing between a regular stovetop and an induction cooker, like, allow me to extol the virtues of the induction. You're like, wait a minute. It had hot stuff on it. It did, but it cools so fast. It's so energy efficient. It's so nice. 10 out of 10 would recommend. All right, so we put our spoon that I'm actually going to use, and then we're going to clean off our beautiful counter and make it more beautiful. And then the chat's going to go away for like half a second. And coin. We've got our camera set up. We have our tilty, which is this guy right here. Because the reason we tilt our food when we go take photos of it, it looks like an alien's face. The reason we tilt our food is because it is more pleasing to the eye when viewed that way on a camera. Okay. That's going away for 1 second. And we are going to take pictures of our Area 51 mashed potatoes. All right. Okay, now the next thing you need to be aware of, aside from making sure the counter is beautifully clean, is portrait mode. Put your phone on portrait mode, it makes a difference. And then you're gonna take at least 6 photos. You're gonna take 3 up and down and 3 side to side, making sure that this part's at the top. If you do it this way, you're gonna end up with a really great picture at the bottom of your plate. So, that's my talk. Alright. Alrighty. Now we're doing far away. Make sure we get all of the plate in there. Nice. Now we're gonna go for a close-up. Too close. There we go. And then tilting. Tilting is important. The amount of times the really does look like an alien. Serious. Area 51 our food. It's all good. It is all good. Oh, that's nice. Okay, getting up super close. That is beautiful. Okay. The reason why we take at least 6 is because if you take 6, you are guaranteed to like at least 1, yeah? And hopefully, like, food doesn't blink or do any of the weird stuff that taking pictures of humans do. But the problem with food is that once you're done, you've eaten it. It's gone. It's not replicable. Replicable? I can't word today. But you can't do the do. The doing of the do with no do. And do. Yay! As glad you like. Okay, actually, I'm gonna use a fork and a knife. I think it seems smarter. Okay. You're like, you didn't bring a knife down. You're right! Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a knife so that you guys can enjoy this with me. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna get something stabby. Here we go. There we go. It is time. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, so we have our nice yummy inside, our nice little bit of garnish, a little bit of garnish, please, thank you. And here we go. Bite number one. Bite number one is too big. I'm not gonna put that in my mouth. Let me try that again. Bite number one. Abridged edition. That was very, very big. That was massive. Okay, there we go. This one will fit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. It tastes like yes. Mm-hmm. Not super in love with the garnish. Like, it's okay, but it's not the best garnish I've ever made for potatoes. But the potatoes themselves are, like, stellar. So potatoes, 11 out of 10. Garnish, like, about 5 out of 10. Like, they're okay. It's palatable. Like, they do enhance the potato. It's just that we could have done it better. It's so good. It's so good. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 This rocks. Mashed potatoes are oishi. Oh, speaking of oishi. Okay, so there's the sushi place near the house, right? Every time I drive by it, it's called Oishi Sushi. And it wasn't until like this week going by it that it dawned on me that it's delicious sushi. Because Oishi means delicious. And see, I'm like, oh my god, it's delicious sushi. It's been there for years. It's been there for years. I've known what Oishi means longer than I have lived in this neighborhood. And it just didn't click until like Saturday. I was like, oh, of course. Of course. Oh, so good. Okay. We are going to take this beautiful, delicious mashed potato, and we are going to move on over into gaming. If there is a J or totem game, please raise your hand, and we will play Hearthstone together. And if there is not, I'm skipping straight into Alluvium. So speak now. Speak of the now.